Hello, Amanda here. Hello. How you doing? It's kind of early for me. I'm going to try to put this in a video. And this is new. I think Jaclyn Hill changed the packaging here. I'm gonna do a wear test video and get ready with me video. So I already moisturized, but I have no primer on my face. So I'm just going to go ahead. They said to take two, it's like drops. Not very much. So I'm just gonna go 1, 2. So I do have this is a pretty bottle, by the way, but I do have dry skin normally, or normal skin. It depends. But I do work on that dry. I'm always moisturizing my skin, so this has very good ingredients with it, but stuff that is not related to any primer is good for your face. I think it's like a face oil that's good for your face, but I'm not sure how it's gonna work as a primer. Honestly, I don't see how that's gonna work. But I'm still going to prime my eyes. Hopefully it doesn't make this video useless. I'm still going to prime my eyes, because I need that white base. So, I need not enough light in here. I'm going to prime my eyes. Okay. With a white base by LA Colors. I always use. So for the day, how it wears. How it wears with the makeup and how it looks. So I don't have oily skin, so if it looks oily through the day, it's obviously the product. So, okay, make sure that's good. Okay, I am going to use Jaclyn Hill's palette. I chose this one because I really want to dive in color today, and I really want to create something really pretty and different. I think I'm just going to match colors that don't work together. I think I'm going to go yellow and like orange to pink to purple. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's a really beautiful matte look. I'm using Jaclyn Hill's brushes, eye brushes. Okay. I'm going to start with the yellow, this bright yellow here. There's some of the shades I haven't used in here. Some of them I have. So it's still kind of new palette to me. So I'm guessing I'm still reviewing it. So this is a little, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting kind of a mustardy color. Yeah, I'm getting a mustard color. I'm not getting a bright yellow here. Okay. Or maybe just my eye, because it looks brighter over here for some reason. No, they kind of look the same. It's just light hitting it different. Okay. And I'm building that up like as much as I can. It's just not going bright for me. Let's check her other palettes and see if she have another yellow. give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. And maybe it's, I don't know. It's not as bright as it looked in the pan. And I want it to be like really, really bright. So I'll just take it off. Okay, I look for my other palettes, Morphe palettes. That's my daughter. And I see one here, yellow. And I see one here in this James Charles Huge as palette here. I think I'm going to try to use the James Charles first and see how I like that first. I'm going to put more white base on, of course. I just took it off. Put way too much. Okay. Try this again with a different palette. I wanted to just use her palettes, but that wasn't going as yellow as I wanted it to be. So. That's not doing very much either. What the hell? This is not my day-to-day. It's like, you're not bright yellow. Come on. Okay, it's getting brighter, so okay, I got it. But it's not very much difference than the yellow that I had. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Making your presence very known. Okay. Okay. I don't know, maybe it's me. I don't know. But anyway. Okay, put this palette away. It's so big, I have to put it in a certain way in there. So I'm just gonna... I do have, if you want to see, I do have this palette. I'm collecting the original, like, Volt collection. I'm not trying to. I'm just missing one out of the whole collection. So, okay. And I have volume, I guess Jaclyn Hill palette. And volume 2. I do have those. But I don't have original Morphe palette, which I want to buy, like, just for my collection. So, it'd be cool if they came out with that one again. It'd be really cool. Leanne! To this, I don't know, I think I should use this one. This one over here. My Man. Okay. Let's get a little into the white one. Okay. Yeah, it's looking like here, down here, the yellow is like faded, like looking brown. I don't understand why it's looking brown. She's having a lot of fun at my expense. Okay. I think that blended in perfectly. Like, perfect. Yeah, let's get the little piece right there. Okay. Okay, so I don't have to work on that one anymore. So it blended in very perfect. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go to this bright pink. Okay. It's really, really bright pink here. I'll show you here. Right there. It kind of looks like this one, but it's brighter. Okay, mix those in. That blended in good, so that's good. Yeah. Okay, let's try this side. I need to get the habit into tipping my brush like this inside a pan, so it's not like making a huge mess everywhere. Okay, so blend those in. So let me create a little bit. I just love it, love it. Okay, cool. Oh. I'm gonna go into this really, really beautiful purple here. It's one of my favorite purples. It's really pretty. My journey. That seems like her. Huh. Yeah, she says that a lot, so that makes sense that she would name a shade that. Okay, this one's kind of hard because it's towards the end. It's be easier on this side, trust me. It makes sense, but it's like too far on the edge a little bit. Can we put more of that pink in there? Okay, it looks okay. Okay. On this side. Leanne. Yeah, that shade's a little difficult to work with, a little bit, especially when you're doing something like this. Looks a little odd. Because it's like right in the edge. A little bit. I'm gonna take this brush here and just go with the edges a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. It's a little light for me. It's not that light. And buff up the edges here. Okay, it's not bad. mixing with the purple. Yeah, it doesn't want to go anywhere. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go back over this part right here. Towards the end here. Okay. Try to stay low on the end here. And go back over this pink color. Bright pink. And of course blend that in together. Okay. That looks better. Yeah, it looks a lot better. But of course it kind of looks like a mess over here when I took it off. Surrender now. Okay. I'm gonna do it one more time and I think I should leave it alone. Okay. Get this. Trying to look so the shades are like set in the eye. And just not just sitting on top of it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take this little tiny one been using all along and on the side here and try to buff that up. And do it one more time. Okay. Okay. Bad. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go forward with my normal routine. I'm just gonna still use. Okay, I used this. I've been using. I thought it wouldn't be really good on my skin, but the second time using it, I got it from my mystery box. And why I use this, because it has a pink undertone, and it really goes well when I use like a light coverage, like just 4-in-1 powder. So basically this is a skin powder foundation, sorry. That's why I use this, because it doesn't make sense in my normal routine if I don't use this. But I have to tell you, it did burn, when I put this on for a short time. It burned. I've never done that before. But I do have this on today, so I wonder if that just their combination with each other and isn't good. I don't know, but it did burn, so I think I need to be honest with that. I'm gonna go under my eyes now. I'm gonna go with the purple. This is from Lucky Charm Morphe, so I'm just gonna go into my eyes. Do a little bit over there. I don't put it on my waterline, so I don't want it that close to my eyeball. Okay. Eyeshadow. Okay. So I'm gonna go back in this purple here, and then go like around. So okay. Make sure I tip it off a little bit. I don't want it to just go into my eyeball. Okay. These are two different purples. So I think I'm just gonna go with this darker purple. I'm confused. Okay. Yes, that one wants to be winged, so I'm just gonna wing that one out. Okay. Looks put together now, it looks weird. And now it looks weird. Ah, that's nice. I'm going to take some of my foundation powder and go underneath my eyes. I need to set that off. Okay. Woo! This is by Pure. This is a like sample or something I got in a BoxyCharm. And I do need something for my inner corner here. Because I don't think yellow is just going to do it. So I need something. Okay. Here, this is good. I do have this gold here. Ooh. Maybe you try to use that and see how it works. Not exactly a highlighter. But it's gorgeous. Okay. Put that in the corner here. And it's not working on this eye. Something you would put as a shimmer. Because it's got glitter. I don't recommend putting glitter this close to your eye. My alarm went off. I don't recommend that. To be honest. Okay, but I'm going to look through the other palettes and try to bring that out a little bit more. Okay. We have to go into a different palette for that. So I'm looking for a highlighter, kind of. I don't think they have highlighters in any of these. Like shades. Is this one? This one. No, it's just glitter. Okay. It still looks really good, though. It looks really, really good. I think I'm going to have to go into this that can be named and use something from that. Put it way in here. Okay. And they do have gold here, so I'm just going to use that one. Okay, that worked a lot better, so that's cool. Okay. I'm gonna blend this in a little bit with that pink, with the with that yellow. Okay. I think it looks nice. It looks very nice. Okay, put this back in here. I didn't realize I had these much cheek products until I put them together. I did want to do a video on this one, and because I did it when I didn't know makeup as much as I do now, and do another review for this one. This is a face palette with eyeshadows, like a bronzer type, and two. I don't think there's shimmers. There's a highlighters. There's a blush, highlighter, and a highlighter. I want to try this. Pores. This is supposed to hide your pores or something. That was cool. Because I do have large pores. So, I think that would be very nice to use. If I can just get around to use it. But, anyway, okay. I need to work on my lips. I don't have a Jaclyn Hill product. I have a, this one I keep going to. This, because it's a nude. And it's like a silver gloss. Which I like glosses because I got tiny lips. Okay. It's by Jaclyn Cosmetics. So. I think this turned out okay. I'm going to fast forward everything. Of course you already know that. But Anyway, I think it was okay. Wasn't total bad. We'll see how this looks through the day. And I'll be seeing you soon. Bye. Okay, it's been like 2 or 3 hours. I guess probably close to, I don't know, 2, maybe 2 hours. And I don't know if you see it, but I see the oil on my skin when I look at the mirror. I don't know. You see, there's oil. I think that's the point of the product. I don't know how it works as a primer. I wouldn't pick it up because there's really no purpose to the product. But I'll see you in a few more hours. Thank you. Bye. I don't know. My skin doesn't feel that comfortable right now. I don't know. It just, I don't know. You can't really see it in the camera, but I can see it in the mirror. It just feels uncomfortable. Girl, this feels very uncomfortable. My makeup's pretty good, but it just feels oily. It just feels oily. So I can see you using a product at night. You know, I can see using it at night. Because it does have good ingredients in it, and you sleep with it. I don't know, but I wouldn't say it's a very good product for like primer. I don't know. I don't see how it works as a primer. Honestly, it just feels very uncomfortable. It just feels very uncomfortable. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video so I can take this off. Okay, bye.